What's up, y'all? This is the Couples Hour Show. Welcome back for another episode. I'm your boy Gary.
And I'm Queena. Everybody hates Queena because they do.
They do, because they took her other page.
Yeah, they took
But yeah, we back with another show.
We back. Did y'all miss us?
Did you miss us? Shout out to everybody that's on IG. Tune in. This is the Couples Hour Show. Yes, we also sponsored by Class Clown Clothing, LLC. We have merchandise for you guys. Just hit us up in the DMs and we will supply. But today's topic is it okay to physically discipline your child if it's not biologically yours?
Discipline
children
that's not biologically yours.
Disciplining children that's not biologically yours. Yes. Sorry, guys. I did make a mistake. I forgot plenty of times today. So we're going to get into it. Make sure y'all call up. The number is 646-756-5080. We ain't do this in a while.
He over here messing up. But make sure y'all call up and give us y'all point of view on this topic.
Right. So you want to get into it?
Well, I automatically say no. You should not be physically disciplining kids that's not yours.
And reasons is, what's the reason?
Because they're not yours. So you shouldn't be beating them.
But it's also a bigger aspect.
I feel like discipline, telling a child what to do to correct their life is one thing, but when you put in your hands on children that's not yours, that becomes another. I feel like this is why right now in this world we have so many kids dying from the hand of parents that's not even theirs.
Basically, y'all guys got to hold on with the cause. I see the cause coming in. Hold on. Let's just get our point across so y'all can give us the feedback. But I feel like it's not necessary. You don't have to do that because I'm in that type of situation. I have stepchildren that I basically raise, and I never discipline them physically.
And then I also feel like sometimes when a man or female discipline a child and the child is not yours, that anger could be coming from another place.
Right.
Like maybe it's something that the mother did to you, or maybe you don't like the father or something. Like I feel like the anger could be misplaced and you're taking it out on the child.
You mean in the person that comes into the relationship?
Yes.
I can understand that too. But I'm just talking about as far as me. I know I came into this relationship. It would be stupid of me to put hands on children that I don't have any history with. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm raising them, but it's like they know I'm not their father. And who am I to come in here and just be like, yo, when we first started off, I had to go through her to discipline the children because I didn't, out of the respect. You know what I'm saying? I'll go to her first and let her know what the kids did and whatnot. I'm not going to just put it in my hands and just be like being, because I don't know how you will react. It shouldn't be done, period. But I'm just.
So if you had to, you would?
No, I would not. Oh. Did I ever?
I'm just asking.
But did I ever?
No, but I'm just asking.
No, I'm not saying that.
The time probably haven't presented itself.
What? After 15 years, it ain't present?
Kids get older and their mouth get more slicker.
The difference is I give my daughters a maximum of space. You understand? I give them the respect of being my child. I know they're older women now. I give them that space. You know what I'm saying? If we do have a disagreement, it don't go that far as me putting my hands on them. It'll be a back and forth. They old enough to argue back with us. Okay, we gave them that open door to express how they feel, so I wouldn't mind doing that. Mm-hmm. And that's how we taught them from young. To express yourself and let us know how you feel, because we don't want no hidden agendas, no behind the secrets and all that. Be how you are and say what you want to say. But I'm not going to take that chance to even it's just common sense to me. I'm coming into this relationship. That just sounds crazy to me.
But I mean, some people don't take it like that because they do put their hands on other people's kids.
They do. And what annoys me, you gotta blame the mother too.
or the legal guardian.
The legal guardian,
because
period.
sometimes it could be the man that's the
Right.
legal guardian.
Right.
You
So
have to blame the legal
that's
guardian.
fair enough.
I feel that too.
You have to blame the person that welcomed this person into the relationship and allow them to be physical with their children. You understand what I'm saying? I think these guardians, they are kind of lost in a sense.
I feel like they may not want to be alone,
but it takes that much.
I mean,
you don't want to be alone, so you gonna let a nigga beat your kids.
Just recently, a lady just confessed to that. She didn't want to be alone, so she let the man beat her son, and the son died.
What?
Yes, a Spanish girl.
Let me tell y'all something. Hold on. Let me tell.
She said she confessed it to her mother, and her mother was the one that made her go turn herself in.
Listen, this is just straight stupidity right there. Let me tell y'all, ladies, men, whatever. If you looking for love, do not go searching for it, because you ain't gonna get it the way you want it. All right? It ain't no man or woman in this freaking world matters more than your damn children.
Child.
Do you understand that? Now you in jail because you got some kind of neglect charges against you.
And now you're going to lose the rest of your kids. Even though you shouldn't have no more kids.
You shouldn't have had children to begin with.
Honestly, they should just lock you up and take your uterus out now.
Shout out to the people. What?
They should. You shouldn't even be able to have no more kids.
That's true.
Because later on in life, you're gonna get with another man.
Why you just can't say they could tie the tubes? Why you would take the whole?
Because sometimes tubes untie. Doctors
but take
tell
the
you
whole
that.
uterus?
Just take your uterus out.
Don't let her be the doctor for you, because just know you coming out of there with no uterus.
Take your whole uterus, because you're going to get in a relationship with another man somewhere down the line, and you're going to let that happen again.
But it's just, it's crazy to me how that sounds like you didn't want to lose a nigga, so you just let this nigga beat your kid?
Beat your child.
To the point he kills the child?
I want some of y'all men to call up that beat on kids.
Yeah, make sure you... What? Wait.
I want the men that beat on kids to call up.
No, that's going to be ugly. If you call up, it's going to be ugly.
756-5080. I want to speak to y'all.
I'm telling y'all right now, shout out to everybody on Instagram that's tuning in. You see the title of the show. Please call up. Feel free to express yourself. Let us know what's up. Once again, the number is 646-756-5080. But yes, Queena, you can't say that.
Say what?
That's not gonna be a good look if somebody call up
because I want to also see what's your mindset, like what make you do it,
right? Okay,
like where's it okay? Like
so the ones
what
that
makes it okay for you to do it? Yeah, and even if you're a female and you feel like you should be able to beat your partner's child, call up.
You know which ones need to call up? The ones that want a man, so they're gonna let their kids.
The one that's be in a relationship and be okay with it.
Y'all need to call up too. That's who need to call up. The lines are open now.
Now the line's quiet now.
Don't get scared now. Don't get scared now. This is a topipic for everybody.
They don't want to call now. The baby beaters is hiding now.
This is the time. And this is not for just relationship. This is overall everyone.
Yes.
So we need to first of all, it really breaks down to, I think, parents needing to be in their children's life, period. You know what I mean? Like, especially like now, today. Like, there's a lot of going out. They want to be seen outside. They outside. Instead of guiding your children, because...
But don't you think situations like this happen in relationships where men don't want to be a part of the child's life?
Yes, they are. The
woman don't want to be, because if the parent is physically there, there's no reason for someone else to step in and But you know where it stems in?
It stems in from too. We can't be blind to this. This is real shit. There's females that's out here pushing the babies on niggas that don't want the baby, and they still have the baby and expect this nigga to be stepping up.
Now we go on to a whole nother topic.
No.
Because you cannot, all right, answer, because you cannot just say that, because if you don't want child, then use protection.
Hold on. The couple's hour.
Hello?
Hey, yo, what's up?
What's
yo,
up?
Shay from Harlem, yo. I like this topic, man.
What's going on?
I like this topic, man. It's Harlem right here.
So where you fitting in the topic? Are you a baby beater?
No, listen.
Okay.
What you look, I like the emotions, because y'all women always blow shit out of proportion. Like, what you're confusing is discipline and abuse. No, you should.
I said we said physically disciplined.
Yeah, we said no.
The
We not
topic
listen.
says
Hold on.
physically disciplined.
We not. We not saying abuse though. We not saying.
Somebody beating somebody half to death, or until they about to die and they can't go to school.
But if you are not the child parent, you shouldn't even be physically disciplining a child.
So hold on, let me ask you a question.
Wait.
Wait.
Someone else's
Let me
child
ask you a
without
question,
putting
Harlow.
your hands on them. You can verbally discipline a child.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you.
Physically disciplining a child is what we're talking about.
A stepchild that you physically discipline?
Yeah,
I knew it.
Children in two past relationships that I physically disciplined, but it wasn't abuse.
But why? Let me ask you this.
First of all, these children that I physically disciplined, not abused, physically disciplined. I was in their life when they was like 2-3 years old.
Okay.
They're grown now.
Okay.
They're grown now. Yes, I physically disciplined, because you cannot treat every child the same. There's some children that won't listen unless you put your hands on them, but it doesn't.
All children don't listen.
It could be a spanking, like you might hit them twice on their leg and explain to them, this is why I did that. Now, the two kids I disciplined, their father wasn't in their life.
I said that.
One guy was doing life in prison.
I said that men only take advantage of kids that the parent is absent.
For over 10 years.
That's for. But
All right,
I've been with
Harlem, have you ever had to physically discipline one of your girlfriends?
No, the children, yes, the children.
I'm saying the mothers.
What do you mean the mothers?
Have you had to shake up a mother before? Because honestly, now I'm getting woman beater vibes from you. Because a man, I'm telling you, a man that's physically disciplining a child, you also beating on the mother. He's gonna beat, and that was my point too. He's taking advantage of a man's child that's not there. Because if the father was there in the life, he would not be doing that, because that man gonna be putting hands on you.
You got a point.
You're not gonna be doing that.
You got a
one
point.
in jail for the rest of his life. The other one don't even give a fuck.
You got a point. You
ain't no man beating on somebody else's child.
I wanted to say.
And the man is present in the life right there. Like, nah. Taking advantage. And that's why I said he had to shake up the mother before, because she probably was too scared to defend her own fucking child.
But see, this is what I was saying. At this point, I was explaining to him, you don't have to physically hit your children and you and somebody else. You've been with her 10 years. I've been with her 15 years. And all my discipline has been verbally. And the verbal could even touch them more than the physical.
And not even all the time. I am my kid's mother. I don't even all the time have to put my hand on my child. My words should come across strong that you know I'm not playing at this point.
And you know the funny thing about that, like you said, is when the guy's absent and he can't be physically there. This is when the opportunity takes the play.
Takes the point, because now he want to step in. Oh, I'm with the girl. Ain't no man coming around.
But you don't have
so
no
let
right,
me
though.
do this.
You don't have no right though. I don't think that's fair to the child. You stepping a new nigga stepping in and putting hands. That child gonna resent you later on.
I don't care if you been there as soon as this mother got knocked up.
He tried to make it seem.
You could have watched that baby come out her vagina. It's not your place to put your hands on somebody else's child.
It's not your
child. You should be able to tell the mother, oh, your child is doing this. She should be able to correct it. If you can't discipline that child with your words, then you shouldn't be putting hands on that child.
Pretty much.
You can't control a woman then with just words. You gotta go as far as putting your hands on a woman then.
Yep, because at the is a point where it's enough. He tired of talking.
Yeah, you tired of talking.
Now
so let me show and prove now. Now let me show you I'm a man.
The couple's hour.
Yeah, it's Jay from Harlem. I think we got disconnected.
Okay. Now did you finish hearing what I had said?
Yeah, I didn't hear the last part.
But what gives you that right to enter? Even if you've been with this lady, like you say, you've been with your girl for 10 years. I've been with my wife 15 years, and I never put my hands on my daughters. I never. Everything I did was physically verbal. I mean, it was verbal, not physically. Everything was verbal, and you could touch a child with verbal. You know what I'm saying? You got to know how to do it. You've been around the kids long enough. You should know how to discipline them without putting your hands on them.
All right, and I can respect your opinion, and I'm not knocking your opinion because I know some people that never beat their kids. So I'm not saying that disciplining your kids physically is right or wrong. I just think it's a case-by-case basis.
Right.
For me personally, like I said, I will always talk to the mother and ask them how do they want me to handle it if I was with the children. And
But
the
mother said it was okay. And the mother said it was okay. And in your mind, honestly, I think that should have sent off a signal in your head and said, why do I even want to be with somebody like this? Because honestly, if you get her pregnant and shit don't work out between y'all and another man step in, he gonna be beating your child ass.
But listen, this is what I'm trying to explain to you. It's a difference in abuse and discipline. That's what I'm trying to get you. It's a total.
It can lead into abuse.
It can lead into abuse, which abuse I'm totally against. But I'm also against abuse when it comes to the biological parents, because you got some biological parents that beat.
That's very true. Very true. So what gives the person that didn't have the child do that though?
Look, I'm giving you an example because I've been in this situation, right?
Yeah.
My ex-girl's daughter, mad disrespectful. Like when she was young. She got better when she got older. But when she was like in her 9, 10, 11, 12 stage, she cussing out teachers. She constantly getting in trouble in school. And I'm the person that has to go because our schedules are so different.
Same for me.
For a while, I'm tired of going to school. I'm calling her like, yo, she not listening. I keep talking about what you want me to do. I said, Joe,
you gotta figure it out, Harlem.
I said, I'm a spanker, but it wasn't even nothing crazy. I just smacked on her ass with the belt twice, sat her down, and explained to her, this is why I hit you, because you won't listen, you keep being disrespectful, and when your mother come home, she gonna do it too, because obviously talking to you don't work.
Me honestly, I think it's the mother. I think that's the mother's role to do. My opinion.
I just gave an example of how it can go down.
Right, I understand. But see, just like you said, you had to go up to the daughter's school and all. I had to do the same thing, bro.
It just because the mother okayed it don't make it right. I feel like you should have said what you had to say to her.
The little girl did not listen. She didn't listen until you went upside her head, but not nothing crazy. Just a spanking to let her know.
But you gotta leave the mother you gotta let the mother do that. The mother gotta do that.
What I'm saying is, I consulted with the moms, and she.
But still, the moms. If you ain't got time to discipline your child, why the hell have one? Why is she leaving it on you?
Well, that's a question you would have to ask.
But here the little girl is getting spanking from you that's not even a father because she acting up in school, but whole time the little girl could be rebelling because maybe she won her real daddy there, and then you making it worse by beating her.
You making it even worse. Now she gonna have a bigger daddy issue.
Instead of us parents finding out.
I am her father because her real father's dead. I was in her life since she was 2 years old.
That's understood.
She looks at me as a father. Her kids, she considers them to be my grandchildren. So yes, I am her father.
So all right, so if you consider her as your child, then why not see what's the issue? What's causing her to act like this?
You gotta.
My stepfather is my father. He's not my biological father because my real father wasn't there. So yes, my stepfather physically disciplined me, and I love that man to death. And he was still there even when him and my mom broke up. And he's still there for me and my kids right now. My kids call him granddad.
But guys,
So just like Shaq had a stepfather that wasn't his blood father. He disciplined him, and you see where Shaq always tell him in the Hall of Fame speech, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't my stepfather. And his stepfather was on his ass physically. So it depends on the situation.
To me, I don't agree with it.
It's not a black and white answer. I do understand what Queen is saying, and I do respect what y'all saying. There's other ways of parenting.
Right.
I just think it's a case-by-case
But see, it's left with the door being opened by the mother, the legal guardian.
When I disrespected my moms, he came home from work and he did beat my ass because I cursed my moms out in the street, being a young dumb nigga on drugs.
See, I can't agree with it. It's because I understand you. I understand where you're coming from, Jay.
In your situation, I get it, but I'ma still feel how I feel.
Facts.
About it. I
Facts.
think it's wrong, but I get it.
All right, Jay, open the line for other people, my brother.
I'm still watching that show. Good looking out, man.
You already know. Shout out to Harlem, yo.
All right, peace.
Peace. Yeah, I don't agree with that. I still feel the same way.
I don't agree with that.
Because I believe the guardian opened that door for that. That's responsible.
And I mean,
that's who should be held responsible.
And even as the guardian, even as the legal guardian, you still, instead of first, like, why not figure out what's wrong with your child? Why not figure out why your child doing this and doing that? Especially if you know that's not your child.
Exactly. Y'all make sure you call up from Instagram if you got another phone.
And
call
it's
up.
like as coming in as the step parent. Are you coming in to make things easier? Are you coming in to make things more worse? Because first of all, kids be looking at it.
You on the money? Go ahead.
Kids be looking at it like. My father or my mother is not here, so now is this new man or woman coming in my mother's life. Now he's gonna be coming in here thinking he's gonna be doing this and doing
telling
that.
Me what to do. I'm telling you, this is how it goes. A kid gonna be like, oh, who this nigga think he is? Blah blah blah. That kid that Harlem probably was dealing with was going probably through that because her mom's had a new man and all that. The couples hour. Oh, you give me, girl.
Hello, couples hour.
Yeah, y'all still on the topic of the stepdad beating the kids?
Yeah.
Wait. It's for both parents, whoever's the legal guardian. And they have someone coming into the relationship.
So what's your stand in this? Do you beat babies?
Word, because we gotta hear what you gotta say. What's up? What's your point on this?
No, so I got 3 sons, right?
Mm-hmm.
And me and the mom not together. I moved on. She moved on. My wife, she has 2 daughters.
That's not that. Those are not yours biologically.
With the mouth.
The daughters is not yours.
No, he said that.
Okay, my bad. Go ahead, you can finish.
I don't discipline my stepdaughters physically.
Right.
That's not my place. For one, they girls, and for 2, I'm not their biological father. Now I am a role model.
Right.
I am their stepfather, so I verbally discipline them.
Same here.
I'm not putting my hands on them. That's for their mom to do as far as physical contact is concerned.
Facts. See?
When it comes to my sons, I would highly suggest a man do not physically touch my sons. I would suggest
you sending out a warning?
Are you sending a message to the new man?
Is he sending out a warning?
I'm sending out to whoever. Don't put your hands on my sons. Call me. Because I do believe it takes a village.
Right.
So
we could both sit down together and come to a conclusion on how to best handle the situation. But your hands touching my kids, nah.
Yeah, that's
so do you feel like when you verbally discipline your girlfriend daughters, do you feel like it helped? You don't need to physically discipline them.
No, I don't need to physically discipline them.
Does it work? Does it work when you verbally?
Well, it works because I'm the authority I give.
Exactly.
See? And that's the key right there.
Thank you.
That's the key.
I'm a man, so they're gonna abide by it regardless. Because I give off a stronger presence.
Your presence,
my
yeah.
voice is elevated, so it's automatic.
Thank
They're
you.
gonna listen to what I gotta say.
That's
and
true.
When I'm gone and they get back into it, that's a different story.
Right.
Exact. That point taken.
A stepfather should be putting his hands on another person's child.
Vice versa, right? Stepmother or stepfather.
Yeah, either or.
Right.
Either or.
Okay. Appreciate the call, my boy.
Appreciate y'all, man. God bless and keep it going.
Thank you.
All right, you already know. Make sure y'all tune in to the rebroadcast on our Couples Hour show. We're going to put the video on that channel. Make sure you guys go subscribe to the channel, The Couples Hour Show.
And make
on
sure
YouTube.
if y'all don't catch it now, drop your comments in the section. Leave your feedback on this.
Yes. Make sure y'all do that. And also, make sure y'all hit the notification button so y'all know when we dropping videos, because we got more videos coming. We've been off for a minute, and we back now. The little Kim, we back now. You feel me? So y'all make sure y'all subscribe and hit that notification bell, because we got more videos coming. Y'all gonna wanna see these videos coming up. So y'all stay tuned. But back to what we were saying. You see, I like that he said it. You know, his presence and you know, you could put the authority down without even having to be physical. You gotta know, from being a man, you have to know how to play that position. You got to know what to say. Obviously you can't be disrespectful and shit like that. You are raising young children, especially that's not yours. So you should have more initiative to be wanting to teach instead of, you know, discipline. Like, that's the answer. That is never the answer. All it does is make it worse.
And every man or woman want to beat on somebody else's child until somebody beat on yours. Then you ain't going to like it, Harlem. You ain't going to like it.
That's facts. That is facts. That is facts. Can y'all do a segment where y'all take questions from IG? We'll see about that. That was from CG89 on Instagram. They want to know if we take Instagram callers.
We'll do that one time.
We'll probably do that one time just to see how it go. And maybe we could, you know, keep it going. But, you know, back to what we were saying, though. I think, like I said, we basing this on our opinions. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not knocking anybody that's doing what they doing for their household.
But listen, be doing it.
But we trying to teach you. You don't got to do that. There's other ways to do to discipline. And then when you open these doors, you don't know. First of all, be real. Like, relationships start up. Y'all don't give it enough time to find out who the person really is that you opening your door to. That's one problem right there. Because, like, it's only physical, but it can turn abusive. You don't know this person's backstory or nothing. He might be a little heavy-handed when he disciplined and physically disciplined.
Heavy, he might have just came out of Bellevue.
You know what I'm saying?
And you let him beat your baby.
Straight out of the site.
For real.
The Couples Hour. It's the Couples Hour show. What's up? Yo.
Hello.
What's up? What's your name? Where you calling from, bro?
Hey, my name's Jaja. Go listen to that Cancel That Bitch. It's online.
We got people calling. See, y'all already start. We doing the show. We ain't doing no promotions. Only promotions is the Couples Hour show. So if you're gonna call in about the show, do that. But why I gotta answer them calls that these people be doing this craziness?
He sound like a lazy rapper. Like, he'll be like, boy. He rap in his sleep.
Hey, he sound like he just woke up too, so you never know. But, you know, I don't think it's only where the children need to be taught. There's parents that need to be taught. They need to be put through a lot of lessons, because there's parents out here that's not even fully equipped to be parents.
Facts.
So that's where it stems from too. We got another call.
Hello?
It's the Couples Hour.
Yo, what's the deal?
What's up, man? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Man, my name's Trap. I'm calling from Detroit right now, man. I just want to tell you, I fuck with both of y'all niggas, man.
Thank
you. Back in like 3-4 years ago.
Appreciate you, my boy. Appreciate that, Trap.
Man. I feel like Flip should set up the fight with you and President still, man. You gotta, the President gotta get his hit back, man.
Listen.
You know what I'm saying? You had to throw my man's on the ground like that, bro. He need his hit back, bro. But I'm just calling to say, man, keep doing your thing. I fuck with y'all. I'm watching y'all.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
We appreciate that, man.
We
Appreciate that, man.
you.
Shout out to Trap coming from Detroit. You heard?
You already know.
All right, boy. Yeah, I appreciate
Y'all
that.
is crazy.
Word. I don't think I be thinking about it, but people don't really know that I had surgery on my shoulder. When was it? Last year, right?
Yeah.
I had surgery on my shoulder because I tore a muscle in my shoulder. So, you know, from time to time, my arm do hurt, but I'll fight. Probably. Because all he going to do is try to grab me again, and we ain't going for that this time. But, that's another story. You feel me? That's another story. We got a call, y'all. It's the Couples Hour. What's up?
Hour.
Hey, bitch, don't hang up on me, y'all.
See what I'm saying? Already starting.
His stepfather should beat his ass.
Yo. We promoting not to do this, Queena.
The Harlem, come get your son. Come get your stepchild, the one that needs to be beat.
We are promoting not to do this, and you talking about you hoping stepfather beat him?
This is the example that Harlem was talking about.
It's the Couples Hour.
His stepfather did whip his ass. That's probably why he acting like that.
What's your name? Where you calling from, my man?
This Drizzle calling out of Carolina.
What's up, Drizzle? Shout out to North CACHAPP.
That what up?
You already know. How you feel about the topic of the show?
I feel like they shouldn't put their hands on kids that ain't there, especially the father. I don't know about stepmamas, but I don't know.
You can't, but you can't. You can't say you don't know about stepmamas. You can't leave nobody in the innocence on this.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't feel like the stepmom or the stepdad should be doing the physical. I feel like they could guide them, give them some morals, some guidance or something, advice. I feel like they should be there to teach them how to be a man if it's a son, and the woman, teach her how to be a lady and all that. But as far as it gets to the point where they feel like it should be physical, they need to come away with just discipline by, punishing them or something like that.
Right.
Yep.
Let the birth parent decide if they want to physically touch them or not like that.
Right.
Respect to that, man. Appreciate that,
Thank
bro.
you.
Thank you for your call, my brother. Shout out to CACHAPP.
I agree with that. You could take away things that a child like or something, put them on punishment or something. But it's other ways of you disciplining a child than you have to put your hands on a child.
You know why I say don't do that? Because I don't talk about my life stories a lot. And I was kind of in a situation where I was a child. But this was my biological parent. And I was being abused. And I was resenting my parent because he was doing that to me. I didn't understand why. I was a child then. You know what I'm saying? So, as a child, you make these mistakes. And me growing up as a man now, and I have a responsibility now to be a leader and a parent to children that is not biologically mine. So I can understand, especially from the situation she came from. When she explained to me what she been through and things like that, and it's always a past history of what you've been through in your past relationships. You know what I'm saying? And you can find that out when you get into a relationship with a woman and you trying to, especially if she has kids, to see what's the problem and you not to make that mistake. That's what made me be like, I will never do that, because look what you've been through by yourself. And then I'm gonna come in here and put you through that again and put it on your children? That was common sense to me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, men and women have to listen to your significant other's side to see where they came from, so you can understand, instead of just doing shit without understanding what's the cause of it.
Most people don't even think about it. They just get in a relationship. It's just sex.
That's the problem.
First it start with sex.
That's the problem.
And then now once we have sex, now we together.
And then now what's next? Now is a bunch of arguing and cursing each other out. Don't know why y'all doing it, because you don't take time to let the relationship. When me and Queena met, we didn't jump in a relationship. We had a friendship first. Even when I had lost my place and I moved in with her, we were sleeping in the same bed and not even having sex. You know what I'm saying? It took us like, 3 months to actually do it. And then on top of that, we went to go take STD tests together. These are the things that these people need to be doing. Because you bringing kids into this world to not even let them live their life. Like I don't understand. Like, why would you? Because it's babies. Like, it's kids. Kids is going to fuck up. Kids going to do things you get mad about. How mad can you be at a kid? This is why you're here to teach.
But I don't understand how someone can actually stay in a relationship with someone that allows you to mistreat their child.
Exactly. The Couples Hour Show.
King Earner looking motherfucker.
He waited that long to call back to say. Yo, these people is crazy, bro. I was kind of mad just now, but he just made me laugh. But these people be bugging, man. But it's just it affects me more because my life when I was younger, it opened my eyes to so many things. So the way I move and the way I do things is based off of that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, y'all got to put this shit, y'all got to come and sit down together as parents to figure out how are we going to get this child to do what we say and put it across the right way without getting physical. I'm telling you, you're making it worse when you get physical.
But I feel like the second caller, where he was from, like he said, when you are a man and a woman and a child can feel Detroit. When a woman and a child could feel that man.
The number is 646.
You don't need to go as far as doing nothing else because a woman and a child gonna respect the strong man. Now, if you're not a strong man, then just say that.
Exactly. Let's keep it real. It's about keeping it real, right, Bull?
Yeah.
If you can't take care of your business.
Because I feel like that's the only reason why you feel like I have to do it. Because like my husband said, the child not listening now. I'm tired of repeating myself. Now you tired. But this is what comes when you get in a relationship with somebody with kids. You gonna have to repeat yourself. You gonna have to miss work. You gonna have to do these things because you have as a child now. Don't get in a relationship with someone that have kids if you cannot raise a child properly without putting your hands on them.
That's why these parents need to go to school, parenting school. The Couples Hour.
Hello.
Who that, Phil?
What's good, Queen? What's good?
Hi,
Big Phil in the building.
Hey.
You heard? This is Big Phil speak, man. Shout out to Big Phil. We good, Phil. How you?
Everything is everything. I'm loving the topic because it's a deep topic in our community.
Facts.
Other communities as well.
Facts.
I think it's a double-edged sword because one, I've been in a position of being a step parent, and also my kids, three of my kids live with me who were that came from out of an abusive situation.
Right.
So it's a double-edged sword, and how old are you two, if you don't mind me asking?
36.
And I'm 38.
Okay, so y'all younger than me, but not too younger. But I come from a time where where people now starting to call me, where not only did my mama whip my tail, my grandma whip my tail, but in my neighborhood, within like a half a mile radius, there were certain folks that were given the green light. Right.
Yeah. I'm kind of coming from that era too. It was still going on in the early 80s.
Yeah, and believe you, I was mischievous. So, I mean, every spanking I got probably was duly warranted. However,
it ain't do much because you had to get whooping.
Boy, because they call home, yeah. So my thing is, I think that the thinking, especially of older parents and older generations and people that have been raised by some of them older generations,
right?
You know, whippings are more prevalent, whereas now more parents are starting to want to try more alternative methods.
Right.
like one of the callers said, I don't stand on the right or the wrong side of somebody choosing to do that as a step parent. However, I think that it should be something where there's time invested, not no new boyfriend coming around,
Right.
not no fresh relationship, or I think I love him, let's get married,
Right.
and all of a sudden he's super disciplining the kids. No. But like the one caller who said he's been in their life since basically 2 years old, that's basically their father. He didn't put the semen in, fertilize the egg. But if the father is dead, the Bible talks about you standing in the gap. He is that child's father. However, like you were saying, you got to get to know the person you're with,
Right.
and get some discernment as to who you're laying with, who you calling your love, your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever the case may be, before you give them those type of reins or those type of how can I say assignments or authority over your children, because like you said, you never know what the hell you turn loose in your house.
Yep.
If you don't even know the person who's actually in your house.
That's true.
So,
because you see it go on on Steve Wilco. Steve Wilco be having the craziest things on the show. Like, what the hell?
Well, I have to disagree, Phil, because if he really wanted to be that child's father, then why you didn't marry that mother? Why you ain't adopt that child? Why you didn't become the legal father then? You not going to just beat my child without doing, you ain't even want to put in the work. You just want to whoop my child ass and act like the daddy.
Phil, you got to come back.
But you don't want to be the dad, like, nah.
You got to come back. You got to come back, Phil? No, I was like, you got to come back for that.
Yeah, no, I'm not in agreement with that. That's why I said couples need to take their time and get some foundation up under them and learn who you're with.
Right.
And they should do it the right way. You're right. You should do it the right way. They shouldn't be getting married. They shouldn't be shagging up, or they shouldn't just be casual boyfriend and girlfriend and go in there and whoop them or go in there and whoop her. No.
Cause when they break up, all that child gonna think about is how mommy just got man after man in my life, coming in beating my ass. You ain't setting no example for the child anyway. You not even marrying my mother or trying to become my father.
Now what happens when that happens?
You just beating me.
Now the child grows up and think that's how everything's supposed to be, and now it's replaying itself.
Or either that or extreme resentment.
Right.
Now, in a perfect world, the parents and the step parents need to have adult, mature conversation when it comes to disciplining, keeping the other parent in the loop, and and from that come up with decisions and talk. I'm not talking about the brass. You better not.
Yeah.
In some real world situations, you might got a dad that's way across the map.
Right.
Who can't discipline, maybe by phone, but child, come on now, that ain't going to do but so much in most situations. However, I think there needs to be adult communications between natural parents and the step parents. Where
that's true. The ones that's still around. I think that should be that. You right on that, Phil.
And ain't no natural birth parent gonna say, okay,
right,
you could beat my child ass.
Because that's the first. You ain't putting your hands on my fucking kids.
Ain't no parent gonna say that.
That's true.
Well, off rip, no. But if y'all grow a rapport and you know that person is genuine and they really love and care about your child, it can't just be about the how can I say, the rewarding or the good time, but also because the Bible talks about, I don't know what religion or spirituality y'all deal with, but in the Bible it talks about spare not the rod, lest
spoil your child. Yep. But the Bible ain't say stepdaddy though.
The Bible does talk about a man stepping in a father's place where the father.
But I feel like if a man gonna step in a woman's life and you gonna do the father role and you want to beat my child and physically discipline, then do it the right way. You not a boyfriend beating my child.
The term beaten is more so synonymous with abuse. So we have to differentiate between discipline, spanking, even from whipping and beating, because we say it in the hood or wherever we from. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna beat that ass.
Right.
You got to distinguish, because a lot of people, when they hear that, they cringe because you think the worst. You think
Yeah.
the worst end of the spectrum. And G Black, I applaud you, my brother. I ain't gonna hold y'all up because I know y'all got other people that want to get on.
Hey man, before you go though,
your story, brother.
Before you go, my brother, I want you to shout your YouTube out. Let them know where they could get you and see your content. Let them know, man. Do your thing.
I'm at Big Phil Speaks on all platforms. On YouTube, Big Phil Speaks. I got some very interesting topics coming up very, very, very soon. Tap in with me on Instagram. Again, that's Big Phil Speaks, BigPhilSpeaks.
Big Phil Speaks. We appreciate you, my boy.
I appreciate y'all. Keep these topics up. We need that.
You already know.
Thank
we
you.
keep it as real as possible, Phil. Appreciate that, man. Shout out to Phil, man. Real dude, man. Definitely real solid. But, we got more calls. Oh, shoot.
Couples Hour. Hello.
What's going on? Y'all brought something to my attention about the discipline with these kids.
Okay, what's your name and where you from? What's your name? Where you?
It's Drizzle again from
Okay.
Carolina.
Okay.
I agree, like, just listening to what y'all was talking about to the last caller, and I agree with Queen was
Big Phil.
About how the communication and stuff plays a big part.
Mm-hmm.
What's the problem is these parents got the mind of the adult and forgetting that these are kids.
Exactly.
That's why I said they need to take their ass to parenting school.
So they always expecting the child, but to think like an adult, and it's like a child can get whipped just for pulling a plug out of outlet.
That's
they
true.
Know better to get their ass whipped, but that traumatizes a child.
That's
they don't
true.
even know why they're getting whipped. This is their first time in the world.
Right.
So they're just getting beatings here and there. A lot of beatings shouldn't be necessary, but that's the only way. Some of these adults, like you said, a lot of them won't raise right. They was mischievous, didn't learn and know no better. So this is the only way they know.
Right.
So,
That's true.
I mean, for the child picture, that messed up. I mean, a lot of them come out just like you said. You got abused or whatever, and you pulled it through. But a lot of them not fortunate like that.
Right.
Make it. They
Exactly.
almost not to even be mental enough to even keep a girlfriend.
That's what I'm saying. So
if they do, they're gonna wind up with somebody just as crazy.
Exactly.
And another crazy child.
And see, that's
And
what
then
we're
it's a
saying.
cycle
It's a whole
continuing.
cycle. So you're gonna keep repeating the same cycle from generation to generation to generation. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said it.
And then, mind you, the child now grown with kids. He or she not thinking like, now this child, it can turn into abuse. Now this child can actually kill their child because they just thinking they disciplining their child like, mommy let
used to-
stepdaddy do, or daddy let stepmommy do to me.
Yep, that is true.
And then that child has to release that frustration. That be the child that goes to school becoming a bully, taking it out on somebody.
Mm-hmm. See?
Yep.
Cause and effect.
But
Really appreciate your call, my boy.
all right.
He had to call back one time, yeah? Shout out to you, my boy. My boy had to call back on it. But, yeah, like he said, man, it makes sense, bro. Like, you damaging your child when you do things like this where you letting somebody else come into the relationship and try to, discipline physically. It's never going to work out because already the kid is going through something because they don't have their biological parent living at home with them. So by you opening the door for someone else to become in a relationship, to be a guardian in your relationship, you know what I mean? You got to think about things like this. You just can't be open to everything and you don't really know the people that you're really with. Y'all don't take time to really, like I said, y'all don't take time to really know the person you're with. This is why you'll be with people that'll be, they'll be mass serial cheaters. You don't know, and then you find out later they was doing that. You know what I'm saying? You don't know if these mass murderers. You don't know if these niggas mass predators, sex predators. You don't know these things. You have to find out who you're with. Queena knew who you. Did you know who I was when you got with me? As far as time, don't start nothing. All right. Listen.
Yeah, I knew who you was.
But she knew what type of person I was because before we even got together, we always was open on conversations about being honest and shit.
But let me tell you, before I really fully trust him, I used to always ask my kids when I came home, what happened when I wasn't here?
I was a good dad.
He was. And my kids, my daughters made sure to always tell. That's how I knew he was good, because the girls loved him. My oldest daughter, she was giving him
She gave me the
gave
me the hardest time to open up to me.
She did. So once she opened up, I knew, like, okay, because my oldest daughter is hard to please.
Yeah, she is. She, especially now.
Yeah, she's hard to please. So it's just like when she took to him, I knew.
Yep.
And they ain't never tell me no crazy stories, no nothing. So I knew.
I want to just say shout out to everybody that's on Instagram. I see everybody in the comments. We appreciate y'all. We're going to be doing this every time we go live on the show. We're going to try to hook up the camera and put it on. But we want to make sure we acknowledge y'all as well. Thank you for stopping in, tuning in and all that good stuff. Thank you so much. But, like I said,
I mean, I was scared at first, trusting you, because it was my daughter.
You don't know who I was.
So I was scared, but you
entitled to be like that.
They let me know you was good.
But like I said, you have to have that communication with each other as adults to understand each other, because, like I said, you'll find out when you can't do nothing. That's when you'll find out, when it's already too late. You don't want to wait till it's too late. Stop just thinking for a quick fuck. That's the problem. Stop looking for a quick fuck. If you're going to be with a person and have kids with these people, if you don't want to have kids, do it responsible. Please do it responsible.
And don't get into no relationship with somebody that have kids if you don't know how to raise kids properly.
Exactly.
Because you're not helping. You just adding more damage to the plate.
And I believe that's the problem where it is now. There's a lot of parents out here that wasn't properly taught how to be a parent, or was showed how a parent's supposed to treat their child. That's the problem.
And most of these people that's out here beating on other people's kids, is you don't even have kids of your own for somebody to whoop their ass.
Yep.
But you beating on somebody else's.
That's true. Oh, we got good news too while we speaking about things like this. I'm happy, so I'm saying it. We grandparents.
Oh.
We are grandparents. We are happy grandparents.
I didn't know you was going to announce today.
I'm in the spirit. I feel good today. We are grandparents.
Yeah, we're going to be grandparents.
Yes, I'm a grandfather.
And
She's
I'm
a grandmother.
now.
Yeah.
But I'm very excited.
Yes.
I didn't know he was going to say it today.
It came over me. It was, or we was talking about all this stuff. Yes, we are grandparents.
We don't know what, we don't know if it's a girl or boy yet.
Right. But I'm going to be the only one that knows, though, when it's time.
No, she not having a gender reveal no more. So
what?
Yeah.
I wasn't even updated about that.
I don't think she having it no more. So I don't know if that's gonna be the case. They don't want me to know, because when I know something and I'm excited, I'm gonna tell.
Talk too much.
I'm gonna blurt it out so I can't know.
She be running her mouth like water.
Whatever. Like
water. But make sure y'all subscribe to the Couples Hour Show. Once again, go to the Couples Hour Show. Hit the notification bell. Before you hit the notification bell, make sure you subscribe so you know when we drop in a video. Because we got videos coming that y'all going to want to see, not only in the studio, in the other setting, in the crib. We going to have some video. I sound mad crazy, right?
He do.
I sound like a fake commercial. The Couples Hour.
Hey, what's up? I'm just calling in to get my opinion on the topic about disciplining a child.
Sure. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Okay, my name is Rome. I'm calling from Vancouver. My company is Artsy Blazer, specializing in graphic apparel and logo design.
Yes, okay.
Shout out to Canada.
I salute. Thank you. Mm-hmm. So I think it is appropriate to discipline a child that isn't yours respectfully, not out of pocket or out of character. You don't have to beat the child upside the head. You don't have to carry on all crazy, but it does take a village to raise a child. I mean, uncles discipline nephews, auntie discipline nieces. It's not their direct child, but, as a family unit, we should be disciplining the children, help them learn.
We not talking about family. I mean,
Right,
my aunts and my uncles beat me
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
But my aunts' boyfriends, they didn't beat me. My mother boyfriend, he ain't beat me. They disciplined me, yes. My aunts, my uncles, my grandmother, yeah, they did.
In the form of, when I say family, I'm not speaking on blood relative. I mean community.
That don't even exist no more though.
That is true. I'm from a time I was raised a bit in Far Rockwood, so
Okay.
There was a form of community where you did have people there that would, give some disciplinary action. They don't have to necessarily beat you, but they'll probably pull you by your arm and take you over to the granny house and be like,
Right.
doing such and such, something like that.
Stuff like that. We said that was okay, but we just saying to the extreme where you have to physically put your hands on somebody. Like if I was outside and I saw some kids doing something that wasn't right, I would jump in and be like, oh, you shouldn't be doing this, you shouldn't be doing that. But I'm not gonna beat somebody else's child just because it takes a village to raise a child.
And especially nowadays, motherfuckers will turn around and be like, mind your fucking business, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, just keep it real. Like, this is how these kids are. I've witnessed that
true.
myself.
Nowadays, you can't even
do that.
say. You just gotta let
It's
people.
like you gotta
kids
mind
be.
your business. I be seeing kids
That's
disrespecting
true.
old people.
Definitely, especially up here, they would call child services on you.
Yeah, like
About beating a child.
now that these kids know that's around, that's a trending thing. If you hit me, oh, I'm calling them. You know what I'm saying?
They gotta take it back to the old school. If you hit me, I'm calling them. Yeah, they're gonna be here in 30 minutes.
Right.
Right.
You gonna whoop their ass and whoop your ass in front of them.
When they.
That's right.
That's what my aunts them used to.
You feel me? Like they gonna get their
Was
ass
scared
whooped
to
too.
call the police because you knew the police wasn't going to help you. Like, I'm going to get my ass beat in front of you.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
I appreciate y'all time.
Hey, shout out to you, man. More success
Thank
to your
you.
clothing brand, man.
Thank you so much. Y'all have a good one.
You too,
Same
bro.
to you.
Yeah, man. You gotta.
But yeah, when I was younger too, my aunts beat me, my grandmother beat me.
Yeah.
I got beatings from my family members.
Man, I got
But
beef from all
they
my aunts.
partners wasn't allowed to beat us.
Right.
Like they couldn't physically discipline
And
us.
I had aunts that were dating men, and they been in their life since I was a kid, and never put their hand on me. My aunt was always the one that got at me. You know what I'm saying? I thought somebody was
And
calling.
even like my aunts, her kids, her boyfriends never physically disciplined none of her kids. Like
Yep.
my family ain't have none of that.
But we need y'all parents out here to do better, be great, teach the youth instead of using violence. Teach the youth, because that's the next generation. That's the next leaders.
And as parents, we need to have kids. If you're gonna have a child, you don't need to have a child because you think that the man or the woman is gonna still be with you. Have that child because you want that child. Because I
Yes.
feel like when you have a child for someone else and that person don't be with you no more, you don't really fully give a fuck about that child no more. Where you let people come in their life and do stuff like that.
It's the couples,
hour.
Hey, how you doing? I was just calling a few questions, right?
Yeah, what's your name? What's your name? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Oh, I'm calling from Gardena, California.
All right, shout out to Cali.
My name
What's
is Lewis.
Lewis? What's up, Lewis? Speak your mind, man.
Yeah, I was calling because it's like, what if she asks you to pick up the child and you got to babysit the child?
What you mean, like?
Like if you asking me to watch your child and your child starts misbehaving, what do I do? As a step-parent,
Well, you talk to the child.
that's stepping in.
If you stepping in to be that step parent, you got to figure out ways to handle situations like that. You can't just say the answer is to beat them. That's not always the answer.
Let me tell you, if the child is not acting, if the child is not about to burn you in that house down, then what you need to beat them for?
No, you said beating. I'm not saying beating. What if I
He was like popping them on the hand. It shouldn't be none of that. Because you came into this relationship, and you knew that there's things that you would have to adapt to once you get into this relationship with this person. You cannot make in your own judgment to be like, oh, this is the answer, then I could pop them and do this. And like my wife said, if you gonna take that entitlement as being a stepfather, and you want to put your hands on the child, go adopt the child. Go do the steps to take to be like, yes, I am that father.
Well, the thing I say that is because I had my son, I had custody of my son, and I got married, and I was at work, and my wife had my son, and he called her a bitch. She calls me at work. There was nothing that I could do from work.
You get on that phone and be like, I'm gonna handle you when I get up in that house.
And you said, and you told her just go ahead, pop him, right?
No, I didn't know what to do in the situation.
Why you ain't ask your child why he called her a bitch? Maybe she was doing something wrong.
What?
I know I'm not saying it in that way, but sometimes when the parent is not around, maybe that parent could be doing something to that child. This is why I don't agree with the parent just because you're in a relationship with somebody that you could be okay to beat my child. Because when you are around, I'm pretty sure everything is beautiful.
Yes,
it's the best. But when you're not around, how is she really handling your child?
Because there are situations where when the biological parent's not around, the step parent does treat the child fucked up. There is situations in that case.
That's why I'm not okay with that, because especially if I know my child and my child is being disrespectful to another adult or something, it's like that's not my child. So what is going on when I'm not around? That's what I want to find out.
Especially if your kid don't be talking like that on the regular. You know what I'm saying?
When you not around, she probably be acting like a bitch to him.
But see, that's the problem. That his mother is different than me. You know, she allowed him to do certain things that I didn't. You know what I mean? So he would know, okay, I'm not going to say this when Dad is here, but if it's me and her. But
you will have to talk to your child to make him understand what he needs to be doing is as far as being respectful.
I feel like maybe it could be something when you're not around, or maybe it could be something that his biological mother is
telling
putting
him
in his head
what to do.
Yeah, see, that's the problem. So what do you do with
at this point? You gotta check. You gotta
go check your baby mother.
The baby mother, yeah.
But I can't stop her from saying,
But it gotta come to some. But being a parent of both.
How old is your child?
At the time, he was 15.
Like, now, all right, you should be able to talk to your child, and he should know right from wrong.
Right.
Though, just because mommy is telling you to do this, when you over here, if she treating you nice and it ain't none of that,
but
then you shouldn't be disrespecting
But see, I don't
her.
even think it's that. I think it's when the mother's home, she be calling your girl the bitches and the this and the bitch and that bitch and that bitch and that bitch. And he just repeating what the fuck he hears his mother saying.
But at 15, you better beat his ass.
Word. Punch his ass right cold in the chest.
He at 15, he shouldn't be saying that. That's when you better beat his ass.
Because he of age of common sense. Now he know that this is...
You answer your question.
Huh?
I said, you answered my question. Thanks for your time. I just got to sit down and, talk with both sides.
Right. You gotta find what's the root of all this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Now we appreciate your call though, my brother.
You too.
But we about to end the show, guys. We've been running it about an hour and some change. You wanna close it out? You wanna keep going, or
It don't matter.
You looked at me kind of like, why you done in the show?
I ain't
like
say nothing.
You looked at me like that.
I ain't say nothing.
We got one more. We got another call.
Couples hour.
Couples hour.
Okay.
Huh? Okay.
Couples hour.
Appreciate that, Spark.
Yo,
what's your name? Where you calling from?
I'm calling from Boston.
Boston?
Yeah.
What's going on? What's your name, bro?
Talking about the topic, I fully believe in hard discipline on kids, depending on the kid. Because if I didn't get...
You said you believe in hard discipline on the kid? From a step parent? From a step parent?
No.
That's what we talking about.
No.
That's what we talking about from a step
that's
parent.
from a step parent. That's what.
All right.
It ain't nothing wrong with your biological parents disciplining you the way they need to, but it don't need to go abusive. Those are your kids. We understand that. But if it ain't your kids and you coming into somebody else home and their relationship, you can't do that. That's what we saying.
And honestly, I agree with that because depending on the age of the kids,
yeah,
if you see you treating them like crap, mistreating them, they're never gonna fuck with you. Period.
Yep. That's
exactly.
True. That's true. That is very
That's
true.
true.
But it's okay though, man.
You give them the world, they're just gonna still look at you like
you ain't shit.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
And then you just gonna keep trying to prove yourself. You gonna get more mad, and then you gonna want to beat their ass more.
Yep. That's exactly right. But we appreciate the call though. Shout outs to you, man. All right, my boy.
All right.
But yo, we gonna close because my phone dying.
Okay. Like he want to beat me for y'all kids.
My phone dying. So what up, man? What's going on, Shy SOS? What's going on? Shy so
But yes,
shiesty,
y'all don't be out here beating on nobody kids. Go marry that man or that woman, adopt that child, and then I'll think about it.
Exactly. We're gonna take one more call and I'm gonna close it out as well. Couples hour.
Yo.
What's going on, bro? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, my name Jaja. Y'all go listen to Wrong Shit.
All right. Thank you for tuning in, everyone.
I don't know why you ain't see the number.
I can't see. Thank you for tuning in, everyone. This was the Couples Hour show. Make sure y'all go subscribe on YouTube. We're going to be rebroadcasting the show on there. Make sure y'all subscribe and hit that notification bell. And I want to...
And leave your feedback in the comments.
In the comment section. Put your comments in the bottom, blah, 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 down below. Right?
And follow my Instagram, my new one, because my original one was disabled. I don't know when I'm getting it back. Is Everybody Hates Queena with the number 2 at the end.
You should say Everybody Hates Queena, and they did hate on her.
Instagram hated.
But yeah, I want to close it out by saying be freaking parents, be good parents, teach the youth. You have to be a teacher to the kids, not disciplining the wrong way. You have to discipline the right way without being physical. Be good parents, or your ass need to go back to school straight like that, right? My name is Gary, a.k.a. G Black 718.
And I'm Queena. Everybody hates Queena because they do.
And this was another episode of the Couples Hour Show. We appreciate everybody that tuned in on YouTube and also on Instagram. We thank you so much. Have a good day, y'all. Peace.